Welcome to another episode of Secret Conversation. I am Celestina. On today, our conversation, it is about how do you see yourself? How do you see yourself? The reason the conversation is about how do you see yourself is something that I have experienced. And it's something that we need to talk about. And it's a secret. Yes, it is a secret. A lot of the times we see ourselves based on what someone told us about ourselves. Necessarily, it's not true, but we believe what they said about us. And we carry that throughout life. And now, if you was brought up in a positive environment, there were positive stuff said to you. You're smart, you're intelligent, you're beautiful, and you take that through life. And you walk differently, you talk differently, you feel good about yourself, you have a lot of confidence. Now, on the other hand, if you are brought up in an environment or around people that are constantly negative, you ugly like your father, and you are so dumb, and why you don't understand, and why it takes you, 20 minutes to understand one process, and all these negative stuff that is said to you. It affects your life. And believe it or not, you take it through life. And the older you get, you don't realize, why am I feeling like this? And you think people are always talking about you, and you feel you have no confidence. And it's shown in the way that you talk, how you present yourself, and your body language. I know what I'm talking about. How do you see yourself? And is that true? Yes, it's true, because you are manifesting it by the way that you carry yourself. I remember I went to a business conference. I would say about a year or so ago. Maybe 2 years. It doesn't matter. But I went to this business conference with entrepreneurs, a lot of entrepreneurs from all over. And they were Black entrepreneurs, young entrepreneurs. And I remember I flew out to Atlanta, got a hotel, Uber my way around, and I got to the conference and I felt so small. The reason was I was around a lot of people, younger people, energetic, and they knew what they wanted and they were going for it. And we had wonderful speakers, millionaires, multimillionaire speakers came and spoke. And one of the speakers was Myron Golden. And I remember passing and I said hi to him and he spoke to me. And he was just standing there by himself. But I felt so, let's say, unworthy or not intelligent enough or not able to hold a conversation with him. And I remember just passing him straight. I felt so uncomfortable. And of course, they catered a beautiful lunch for us. And I remember sitting by myself. But it was that I did not feel comfortable around these people. I did not feel like I was deserving of it. Where did that come from, Celeste? You owned a restaurant. You are loved. You have children, husband that loves you. Where did that come from? Why are you feeling like that? What makes you so uncomfortable? And then I looked at the way everyone was dressed and I felt like I was overdressed. No, I wasn't overdressed. That's the way I was taught, that when you're going to certain places, you dress a certain way. But everyone was in sneakers and, it was the latest sneakers and they were wearing, the Gucci stuff, but it was casual stuff and, Fendi stuff, and it was casual stuff, but it was really stuff that, in my generation, And there was another lady around my age, and she was dressed like that also. And I looked at her and I said, you know something? We look like we dress for church. That's what I was saying to myself. But I felt so, I don't belong there. Where did that come from? You are successful right now. What made you feel that way? What was said to me years ago? What was done to me? Who made me feel like this? And these are things that's coming out, and I'm noticing after I get older. And it takes me back to a scripture in the Bible, and is in Numbers, the 13th chapter, if I'm not mistaken. And God had promised the children of Israel, He promised them that they will be in a land with milk and honey. It's going to be flowing. He gave it to them. It was a promise. God does not lie. If He tell you He's going to do something, but He sent them out, some spies out to check on the land. And they came back and they said they saw themselves as grasshoppers. He said there were giants and they saw themselves as grasshoppers. And I was like, wow, God promised you this. And now you don't think you are able to go and possess it because you see yourself as grasshopper. God did not see you as grasshoppers. They did not see you as grasshoppers. The giants didn't see you as grasshoppers. You saw yourself that way. And for that reason, they never saw it. And it's like, wow, why do we see ourselves? Women, why do we see ourselves like that? We are marvelously made. Think positive. Feel good about yourself. You deserve everything. God paid the price. You deserve everything He promised you. It does. Listen to me. Don't feel like, oh, I'm not good enough. I'm not qualified. You go, you walk in certain places. You just feel like you're not. Walk with your head up. Yes, I deserve to be here. Yes, I deserve to be here. What do you have to say? Yes, I'm going to listen. I'm going to apply it. So see yourself differently. And if it's an issue that you're dealing with, find a way, find a solution to fix it. You have to fix it. I can't fix it for you. You have to look at yourself internal, and you have to fix that problem. You have to say, where is this coming from? And you have to nip it. You have to nip it. So even if I go in a room and I feel uncomfortable, I'm not going to let you sit. I'm not going to show it. I'm going to listen. I'm going to talk to myself, and I'm going to walk into that room like I owned it, like if it's mine. And I always tell my girls, never let them see you sweat. But I went to that conference, and listen, Mom was sweating. I know I sent it out. I know I sent the, because we had to talk to each other and say, what do you do? And I was like, I could have said anything. I'm an entrepreneur. I own a restaurant. I own a kiosk in the mall. I could have said so many things, but I was like, I don't know what to say. What you mean you don't know what to say? What you mean you don't know what to say? You go into rooms, you go in, sit at tables, you walk into the room with confidence. And I'm not only speaking to you, I'm speaking to myself. Because we are women, and we're talking about secret things that we don't share, and the way that we feel, and it shows. And it shows. So don't forget to share. If you know anyone that can enjoy this podcast, share it with them. Like it, subscribe. And don't forget, smile. Be nice to someone. Be pleasant. You don't know what your smile means to someone, and where that smile will lead to a conversation where you will be able to help someone, lift someone's spirit, and encourage them. Thank you. and you have an amazing day.